Yeah. Lone stranger. It's gonna look familiar to you. Grafton Loop Trail. We've been here before. Many times. Never gets old. Saw a break in the weather. Several days without rain. Not too hot. I said I'm going backpacking. That's it. Considered the Bigelows. But I said no. Got perfect window here for a loop. We'll see how that goes. Best laid plans and all. It's a beautiful day in the woods. We'll do 3 nights. About 38, 39 miles, something like that. Lots of up and down. Opportunity to really break in the new back. I took it out on a trail work trip. That was just one night. I didn't take the bear can. Well, we got some pretty forest to walk through. And there's some views later. Half mile, they say. Let's find out. The rest of the way is a series of these slabs connected by little bits of forest. It's a real joy to hike up. I like it. coming down in the rain. It's a little scary. Whew. I think it's a few thousand feet. Feels like a few thousand feet. And there's still more to go. There's the top of the mountain. Ooh, if we look this way, it's pretty. On top of Puzzle. You can kind of see the rest of the hike from here. Go down there, we'll go up there, sleep up there, go over those lumps, sleep over there, go over that lump, sleep over there, go over those lumps. We'll be back at the scoot. It's just that easy. Wish I could stay here longer, but I know I've got a lot of miles to cover yet. But we'll go downhill for a while. Then we'll go up Long Mountain. We'll see what I have to say about that. I usually don't have anything good to say about Long Mountain. Ooh, somebody had a giant dog up here. Footprint, not poop. Still. Oh, I thought I heard people. Ooh, I don't think you'll be able to see it. I think there might be an eagle over there. Some slabs coming down the other side here too. Oh, that breeze is good. There's a little bit of climbing to come down the mountain. How it goes. Always seems to be a little climbing to come down the mountain. Yeah, this is my kind of trail. Gently downhill on the slabs. Nice breeze blowing. Like I say, I had to sweat climbing up to the slab, but I appreciate where I am now. I try to always appreciate where I am, but sometimes it's hard. In case you're wondering why I keep coming back to this trail, it's for the spots like this. This just never gets old. Climbing up Speck in a couple of days, yeah, that got old a long time ago. But this is beautiful. And downhill. Living the dream. Well, I just stopped and had a second lunch. You see there's a sign up here. Oh, I'm taking off without my hiking boots. I would have noticed those as soon as I started climbing. Alright, let's go see what this sign has to say. Follow the road to the right, then go left. I can do that. I hear they log in here sometimes. They haven't rutted up this road too bad, so I know they cut there along that trail headed up to Puzzle. Probably 5 years ago, 7 years ago. But I've also heard the saws out here. I haven't seen where they're cutting. I can just hear when they're working. Yeah, about 2:30. It really doesn't matter which way you go. The first day is either too short or too long. I usually end up doing really long days on the days that I'm driving. The 2 days in the middle are pretty casual. They got giant mountains you've got to go up and down. But I think it's like 11 miles to Town Corner from the parking lot. That's probably where I'll camp. And then it's like, I think 13 from Bull Run to the parking lot on the other side. Bull Run, Bull Branch, Bull something. Better keep an eye out for my exit. I don't want to miss my turn. That's easy to spot. That's not the turn I missed. There is one in here that I've missed before. Long mountain. Made it over Long Mountain. This beautiful mossy little forest here. Starting to head down. Yeah, that climb goes on for too long. I thought I was making good time. And then it kept going. I still think I did better than I usually do. The legs are still pretty strong. Yeah, now we get to roll down to Town Corner. Yeah, I think that'll be enough for the day. Be too late to go swimming by the time I got to Lane anyway. Yeah, I thought I'd say hello. But you know, Long Mountain does end eventually. In ferns. Town corner. Home for the evening. Good all to myself so far. I usually camp alone on this trip, but every once in a while I see somebody out there. It's getting more popular. But yeah, got over the Long Mountain. It's much longer on the other side than on this side, but I'm still happy to be here. Water's a little weaker than I would have expected. It's been raining a lot. I expected it to be flowing pretty good, but some water is better than none. I'll take what I got. Oh yeah. Once I get water, I'll make dinner. Once I make dinner, I'll go to bed. I got up early. I was trying to get here early. Do what you can. But yeah, it's good to be back out on trail. But first day is always hard. It's hard on the legs. I miss my family. The sun goes down the first night. It's terrible. I spend a lot of time with my wife and daughter, so when I'm not with them, I really notice it. And then after a day or two, I get better. I get used to it. I miss them, but I don't cry about it. Yeah, it's a beautiful evening. I think something is eating the trees. It sounds like chewing noises, and there are little pieces of leaves all over the ground. The whole forest has been this way. So, I don't know if they got a beetle or a bug or what. But other than that, it's quiet. See, I can hear them chewing. Well, we had beautiful weather for it today. We'll see how this stuff holds out. You see it make it cloudy tomorrow, but hopefully it's a high cloud and we're not in it. Otherwise we'll get wet. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't imagine I'll have anything important to say later, so this is probably good night. We'll get up tomorrow and do it again. Good morning. Town corner water hole. Got water. It's a little brown. But it made spaghetti. It made milk for breakfast. Got a little in my bag for drinking later if I'm feeling brave. No, I drink some of it. I'm not scared of a little color in my water. Once it's been filled. Heard some people walking past earlier. They must have got up early if they were camped at Lane. Or maybe they're going really fast. I don't know. I'm going pretty slow. It's almost 8 o'clock. Don't have too far to go today. Big mountain to get over, and another one. This trailer's looking nice though. I think somebody's been working on it. Here, you be the judge. This is a nice flat section to start the day. So many times it seems like the first thing you got to do when you get out of bed is climb up a mountain. This day, some time to warm up before we get there. The evil hobble. I'm battling that on my trail, so I feel for them. You can never kill it all you can do is hold it back. Well, figured I'd say good morning. This is the part in the middle that the peak baggers never see. I guess the trail runners see it, but they're going so fast, I don't know if they have time to appreciate it. I like this spot here. This whole area between Town Corner and Lane. It's nice rolling hills with a couple of different brooks. A little noise to cover up the sound of those bugs. I don't know what they are, but it's terrifying to hear them eating the forest. That looks a lot better than the water I was drinking last night. Just up ahead is where Knoll campsite used to be. Not sure why they took it out. There are a lot of campsites in this section. But I hear tell it was a nice spot up there on the hill. Oh yeah. It's a little steamy in here, but awful pretty. peaceful up here. Got up into the pines, away from those chewing bugs. I don't know what they were, but they sure do make a lot of noise. It's scary to think about how many of them there must be out there for me to be able to hear them. Somewhere in the neighborhood of Lightning Ledge. I need to stop and dry out a bit. I was expecting it to be cooler. I didn't wear my high sweat clothes. And I'm soaked. At 10 o'clock in the morning. Before we get to the mountain. Gonna be pretty scary by the time I get to the top. I'm used to it, but it scares other people. It's tough when you're a steam engine. Just enough views of the valley down there to know how high up we are. Well, I can see it anyway. It's piney up here. It smells wonderful. Oh, look, you can see the road. Yeah, I know this camera probably only picks up the first couple of hills. I can see like about 6 layers of hills off in the distance. In the mist. In the haze. Way up on the side of East Baldpate. Still got maybe another mile to the top. The toughest mile. But lunch is waiting at the top. I'm motivated. I love this view, it's beautiful. I could stay here and look at this for a while. It's a nice breeze. I was hoping there'd be a breeze at the top. It's hot, sweaty work down there in the valley. Could use a little more oxygen in the air up here. As flatlanders, we really notice it. I get up to about 3,000 feet and I really start to notice there's not enough air. Oh, not too much more. Maybe another 500, 600 feet to the top. Maybe 1,000, I don't. this little seep here, pretty close to the top of the mountain. I decided to trade in my dark brown water for some lighter brown water. Surprisingly sweaty climb. I figured I'd need more water. I had a liter left. This way I'll have 2 or 3. Before I get on the top and drying off for a little bit. I should have worn my fancy pants. I didn't know it was going to be this sweaty. Yeah, it's the nature of climbing mountains when you're a steam engine. But the trees are getting short. Should be almost up to the ladder here pretty soon. After that, it's not far. It's just up. It's not far. It's just up. Yeah. Well, I'll catch you up there somewhere. I knew we had to be getting close. It's certainly a lot easier with ladder rungs. Looking hazy out there. Had a late lunch because I got here late. Took a really long time to climb up that mountain. Not sure what that's about. I blame me. It's not the mountain's fault. But tried out a little bit. We'll climb down the mountain. up West Peak and down West Peak. See if anybody left me a spot to camp for the night. I just saw a bunch of backpackers headed that way. I can still hear them out there. Hopefully they're seeing the shelter. No, there's a lot of spots there. But it does fill in this time of year. AT hikers. Well, when we get dressed, head on down. I know we'll be taking a look at the other side of this mountain because it gets awfully pretty when you start going down the slopes. Well, that's where we were. This is where we are now. And that's where we're going. It's not as bad as it looks. It's short, it's sweet. Figured I better say good morning. Time has passed. There was a lot of hikers at the shelter last night, so I didn't do any filming there. I like to respect people's privacy. I'll film myself in the camp, but other people, not so much. But yeah, there's probably 10 AT hikers or so. I didn't ask them, but I'm pretty sure they're all AT hikers. Yeah, it's about 7:30. Been on trail for 15 minutes or so. Then I remembered I should say hello. It's a beautiful morning. The sun is shining over there. It's really humid. Might rain later, they say. But I don't think it's gonna matter because I'm gonna be soaking wet either way. It's a big mountain to climb today. They call it a speck, but really, it's more than that. That's assuming I can make it across the highway. The lure of the highway back to the bike is always very dangerous. More than one hike has ended halfway through. And here I'm not the only one. Other people have the same problem. But that's not what I came here for. I'd like to see Sunday River again. Sunday River Whitecap is one of my favorite mountains. It's just hard to get to. Yeah, I'm working up a sweat going downhill. This is going to be a tough day. But beautiful. The birds are singing. Well, I've had some time to think about it. I might call this a day. I'm soaking in sweat going down this mountain. It's like 95% humidity out here. I'm not wearing my sweaty clothes. Got an entirely different outfit I wear when I'm planning on sweating this much. Oop, got it on the tree. But yeah, if I'm soaking in sweat going down the mountain, going up spec is going to be a drencher. That's not good for anybody. We'll see, but I'm not feeling it. It's funny, because just a few minutes ago I was talking myself into going, and now I'm like, maybe that's not a good idea. It's like a 7-mile road walk back to the bike, but that'll be sweaty too, but I can go home. But yeah, sweating going down the mountain is a warning sign that it's not going to be a good day. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll show you some of the pretty views on the road walk. Yeah, I called it. It's just too humid for me to be climbing up that mountain. So we'll have a pretty road walk. Looking to see if anybody's up there on Table Rock today. It's a different perspective from down here. It's a little breeze. As road walks go, this won't be the worst one in the world, I'm sure. Sorry I couldn't give you more excitement, but it just didn't seem prudent. It's not necessary. That's the word that kept coming to mind. It's not necessary. Oh well. Sunday River Whitecap. It's not as good as being there. But there it is. It is a beautiful road walk, as road walks go. I don't recommend it, but if you gotta do it. It's mostly downhill. Beautiful views. The brook goes back and forth across the road. Got a lot of water sound and sight. And bugs? No, there's no bugs today. In the springtime, it's buggy. But really, it's hard to complain too much with a view like that. And I don't have to wonder what it's like up there. I've been up there. It's beautiful. But it wasn't worth the day to be there tomorrow. Big one.